Hey guys, what's up? I'm Christian, that is Corey, and we are Super Kami Guru 9000, and this is our review of the Naruto manga chapter 643. Let's get started. But actually, before we do, I want to mention one thing. This chapter kind of came out early and out of nowhere. I'm not sure if it's late from last week or early from this week. Look at it either way. The thing is, though, the translations are all over the place. Yeah, the general concept is there if you go look around online. So do not quote us, and if we get something wrong, if a clearer translation comes out later, our bad. Let's just put that out there. Okay, the chapter comes to a start with the fourth Hokage talking to his version of the Kyuubi, and we were correct. It was not a black Kyuubi in the sense that, like, all black. It was just shrouded in shadow. That's some alliteration.
Shit, there ain't no black Kyuubi.
So now that we know Kishimoto is an equal opportunity Kyuubi drawer, Kyuubi manga artist. So the fourth Hokage and the Kyuubi are talking, right? And he's like, the Kyuubi is just like immediately telling him, hey man, your son's badass, he's doing the right thing. And I was actually a little taken aback by this when I first read these pages because I was not expecting the fourth Kyuubi to be so cooperative. If anything, because people were saying he was the evil Kyuubi or the evil side, it really isn't, the evil Kyuubi and the good Kyuubi in Naruto. They're really the same Kyuubi, just colored a little different. And it's also interesting to me because
that makes my head hurt.
I know it's a lot to follow. And then but the fourth Hokage and the Kyuubi are just friends. And I was like, were they like in the other world with Goku bonding or something? Because there was like no time for them to get to know each other at all. And but yeah, they immediately say, hey, we need to start working together with Naruto, and maybe there was hints that maybe the fourth Hokage is going to give that half of the chakra back to Naruto because he's like, are you sure you want to give all this power to him? So that's something coming up. I mean, and it's kind of known. I mean, if you can see where the series is going, the fourth Hokage is going to go away eventually. He's an Edo Tensei. He's going to go away, and of course he's going to give that power to Naruto before he goes. So that's the beginning of the chapter.
So we finally get to see the extent of the attacks that Naruto was doing when he was attacking Obito, and everybody's really happy. They're throwing confetti into the sky. We took him down. It's awesome. And even Obito himself is really surprised by this. And I really like this a lot because a lot of the times the Uchiha know everything, and they finally realize, oh crap, we can be attacked by this. It also gives Naruto a lot more importance. What I love about this is he's really excited about it. Sasuke is not so much. There's actually a panel when he's looking a little bit upset. However, while all of this is going on, Obito is not going to take this sitting down. Now, we've seen in the past that when the Ten Tails is in its giant monstrous form, it was able to rip its head open and this giant Vileplume's head just comes out. Basically, it's a big flower, and it's able to shoot these Bijou bombs all over the place. We see that Obito is able to summon this giant beanstalk-like object out of the ground. It has spikes all over it, and it has these multiple Vileplume heads all over it. And it's getting ready to fire these Bijou bombs all over the place. Now, everybody starts freaking out. All the fodder ninja are like, oh shit, what are we going to do? What's great about this scene is you actually get to pan over to both Hashirama and Madara. And even though all this crazy stuff is going on, Madara just does not care. He just wants to keep fighting. He's like, dude, we are both immortal zombies. Fuck all this shit. Let's just go crazy and murder each other. This is awesome. And I loved the way they showed Madara here. And obviously Hashirama, he just wants to protect everyone. And what was it you were saying actually about Madara?
Madara looks like the evil Goku in his intent. He's just like, I just want to keep fighting. Let's just go, And I think something that you always say, it was so metal. Also something that's very interesting. Even though everyone's kind of far away, Obito can hear everything. He's got like super-powered hearing as well. And he hears, Hashirama say, hey, if we can't fucking warp away the Bijou bombs that are about to go off, just knock them really hard with some technique and send them flying. So a big-ass barrier gets thrown out by Obito, and he sends out like this 6-point rising sun barrier. And it seems a lot like the barrier that got thrown out by the Hokages, but there was only 4 beams or 4 posts, I guess, to the barrier. But of course, in Naruto fashion, when you want something to be more badass, you just make it bigger. So this one's got 6 posts and it's super giant. Like there's even this wide shot of the battlefield, and you can see Hashirama and Madara's battle vehicle creatures that they're riding, their Susanus and everything, and their gonzo-nosed monsters, in the corner, and the barrier is so big it surrounds everyone. So I guess the idea here is just blow up everything in the barrier, and you'll probably kill most of the living people, and then he can start over from there. And of course, Obito just loves talking that shit every time he's doing this.
Oh, he loves talking that shit constantly. That's one of his favorite things to do. If there's one thing that he's great at doing, it's blowing up landscapes, but he is perfect at fucking with your head. And it almost looks like he's going to get into Naruto's a little bit this week. And I have a little bit of beef with this, but I don't fully understand it yet. As we stated at the beginning, some of the translations are different, and this is probably going to be subject to change. But essentially, Obito lets Naruto know that the very next day is going to be the anniversary of the death of his mother, Kushina, but also the anniversary of the death of Ren. And this just confuses me because it's like, are their deaths really on the same day? Did that really all add up perfectly like this? And the only reason I'm questioning it so much is because this war wasn't meant to take place like this. Like, they didn't want to originally summon the Ten Tails this early. And it just seems kind of oddly convenient that everything is sort of wrapping up at the moment. But honestly, guys, this is just me nitpicking. This is not going to affect the overall score of this week because it's all about Naruto and his dad teaming up, being freaking Ricky Bobby and Cal Naughton Jr. and freaking shaking bacon and getting ready to power up. So I can't wait to see that. It's going to be great. And the chapter, of course, ends in epic fashion. Naruto and his dad fist bumping. There it is, to be continued. I cannot wait till next week.
So, if it all happens on the same day, like everyone's death and everything, does this mean Neji was right?
Or is it Velociraptor?
Velociraptor.
Velociraptor. Just question, maybe Neji was right. I don't know. But, you know, I can't help but think that, you know, a lot of the times people have brought that up in the past when Naruto and Sasuke, not Naruto and Sasuke, Neji and Naruto were fighting in the Chunin exams. And the whole time, Neji was berating Naruto because he's like, you can't defeat destiny. You can't fight it. You're predetermined. Everything's going to happen. And Naruto's like, no, I'm going to fight against that. And over the course of the series, we've seen that he's gotten stronger. He's gotten friends. But at the same time...
maybe he was destined to do that shit.
Yeah,
son.
I don't know. But also, you know, he comes from a Hokage legacy, which is, you know, kind of makes sense. Mm-hmm. And he's like the chosen Jinchuriki, you know? I mean, he's trained the Nine Tails and all this stuff. He's like the only one, you know, aside from his dad, who uses that golden mode. I mean, he's pretty clearly the chosen one, if you know what I mean. You know, a lot of these big shonen series like to do that. But, you know, we're not even talking about the chapter right now. There was a giant flower that exploded out of the ground that's about to kill everybody.
What's that movie, Little Shop of Horror?
Little Shop of... This is Audrey 3.
Yes.
And she's about to just decimate everyone.
Feed me!
You know, what is... Do you know if there's any sort of, like, theme? Maybe there's a connection why all the flowers and stuff?
Mostly because I think the Ten Tails is made out of Hashirama cells. That it has a very heavy wood sort of theme, but they couldn't just make it a big wood monster because it'd be like too much of a Hashirama ripoff, so they kind of make it a more organic plant monster.
I guess it kind of goes with it too because, you know, this one, you know, when it came out of the ground, it had like the spikes all over it. It kind of reminds me of the Zetsu clones a little bit.
Yeah, it
you know how they have
that.
like the weird like protrusions all over their body and shit, like, you know, and it makes sense too because the Geto Mazo like was making the Zetsus. The Geto Mazo's like the body of the Ten Tails.
Definitely has a heavy earth sort of thing. And like I said, the whole Hashirama connection, that explains why it's sort of like a big tree plant monster sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. But build-up chapter.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to be honest, Corey. You might like this one, but I don't have anything above a 7 out of 10 for this one. Cause
I think actually a 7 out of 10 is appropriate.
You really?
I actually agree with you on that. You know,
not much happened.
I wanted more to happen. You know, there were things that didn't need to be here, like Fodder Ninja in the background who just have to remark about stuff that we're probably just reacting to. Mm-hmm. We get it. Senjutsu is awesome. We don't need to hear everybody's reaction to why it's awesome. We know why it's awesome.
We've been reading the whole series.
Exactly. Again, this is maybe nitpicking to some, but to us, it's important. This is a weekly series that we look forward to, and when a couple of pages are essentially taken away from us...
out of the 17 we get every week.
Then we have to score them down a little bit. But that's not to say this wasn't an awful chapter. I think it's a chapter that Naruto fans should definitely check out, because it's going to pump you up. It's going to get you really excited to see what's going to happen next, obviously with Naruto and his father. But, you know, there was some cool stuff here. Obviously, I think the highlight was getting to see just Obito attacking again. Just getting to see more of his brand new abilities, the giant flower thing, the giant barrier. And, you know, I was kind of hoping to see just a little more action. But, you know, I know that's coming. I know it's about to go crazy with the action. This is a battle manga. We're going to get a ton of it.
This is definitely a build-up chapter.
So I definitely do agree with you. I would give this one a 7 out of 10.
Hey, everyone. Corey and I would like to just say thank you to all of our subscribers we've gained recently. Our channel is doing better than it's ever done. Our numbers are up. Our views are up. We're getting more comments than we usually ever did on any of our videos. Mm-hmm. Corey's been working his butt off and putting out a ton of reviews. And everything is going so good. And at the end of the day, we do end up putting in a lot of hard work out of this, but we get a lot of feedback. And that's the true payment of all of this. We get to see so much response from you guys, and you guys are always so positive. And I really believe that we have one of the most positive channels when it comes to anime reviews. We try to squash negativity pretty quickly. I mean, if it's warranted, it's fine. You know, people are allowed to be critical on our videos. That's fine. We enjoy some constructive criticism, but we usually get rid of real negative, trolly assholes on the internet, which, you know, they're out there. But I just personally want to say thank you. Thank you so much for giving us 6,000 subscribers.
And the good thing about all the brand new subscribers is it's going to mean a lot of brand new content for you guys. Obviously, we mostly just started reviewing Naruto and Bleach and a lot of the big manga series. But as time has went on, we've started to look at some other series, and I just want to go ahead and announce, beginning in September, I'm going to start reviewing the Hunter x Hunter anime series. I'm loving it right now. I'm having a blast with it, and I'm almost completely caught up. And I cannot wait to get into the brand new arc, which apparently is known as the Chimera Ant arc, which just sounds awesome. So I cannot wait to watch it. I mean, there are a few things that, you know, the fans have suggested to us that I've been kind of reluctant about at first, because I read a lot of big shonen series. The last thing I wanted on my plate was another long-running, big epic series, but it hooked me in. I can't help it. And you know what? It's way better than Fairy Tail. Oh. And it's way better than a lot of some of the other shonen series that I've actually seen. So I can't wait to see where it's going to go from here. Actually, before I even start reviewing the series, I'll probably do like my first impressions of Hunter x Hunter and just talk about it, because I have a lot to say. It's going to be awesome. We also have a lot of other big projects. Obviously, in October, Pokemon X and Y is coming out. So in honor of that, September is going to be Pokemon month. I'm going to do a ton of Pokemon-themed videos. One that I'm really excited about is going to be my top 10 favorite Pokemon. I really hope you guys are going to be looking forward to that.
Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching our video this week. Make sure and subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. And always make sure to give our videos a big thumbs up. It really helps us out. It's the best way to help our videos and the best way to say thank you for us for making them. So until next time, Super Kami Guru 9000 out.